Hold everything. Before you even think about brushing this off as just another exaggerated wrestling rumor or overhyped backstage drama, you need to hear what has just hit the internet like a nuclear bomb dropped right into the heart of the WWE universe. This isn't a storyline, this isn't part of a creative build-up, and it's not some clickbait headline designed to snag views. What has surfaced is a raw, unfiltered leak that's throwing the WWE locker room into chaos, forcing management into silence, dividing the fanbase like never before, and pushing one of the company's most iconic couples to the brink of collapse. We're talking about Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, the golden couple of WWE, the pillars of in-ring excellence and backstage professionalism, now facing a scandal so deep, so explosive, that it's threatening not only their marriage but the structure of the company they've helped hold together. The footage in question first appeared in the dark corners of a wrestling forum before catching fire across every social platform known to man. At the center of it all is Becky Lynch, caught in what can only be described as an intimate, eyebrow-raising moment with another top male WWE superstar. The context. Backstage at a WWE event, time-stamped within the last 2 weeks, showing Becky in her ring gear, sweaty, disheveled, clearly post-match, engaged in what began as a conversation but quickly escalated into a physical interaction that has fans, insiders, and even WWE veterans frozen in disbelief. The male superstar's face is partially obscured, leading to a frenzy of speculation. Some claim it's Drew McIntyre, others swear it's Cody Rhodes, and a surprising wave of insiders suggest the man could even be CM Punk. As theories explode across Twitter threads, Reddit megachats, and YouTube breakdowns, what remains constant is one terrifying reality. Seth Rollins saw this footage not from Becky, not from WWE executives, but on his own phone like any regular fan scrolling through social media. Reports from multiple backstage sources say Rollins reacted with fury and heartbreak, storming into WWE management demanding answers, visibly shaking and, at one point, nearly having to be restrained from confronting the suspected male wrestler. Raw's atmosphere has since turned to ice, tense stares, whispered rumors, and a locker room split between those taking sides and those desperately trying to stay out of the fallout. This isn't just wrestling gossip anymore. The leaked footage challenges everything fans believed about Becky and Seth, their public image as a devoted couple, their role as real-life role models, and their status as WWE's power duo. Becky Lynch, who built her brand on resilience, loyalty, and strength, now finds herself at the center of a storm of judgment and speculation. Seth Rollins, once the Monday Night Messiah and now the backbone of WWE's main event scene, is now portrayed not as a dominant champion but a man betrayed, reeling from emotional collapse and considering the unthinkable, walking away from the company altogether. Multiple WWE veterans, including The Undertaker and John Cena, have reportedly attempted to mediate behind the scenes, but their words, according to insiders, are falling on deaf ears. Creative teams are panicking, rewriting months of storyline arcs that revolved around Becky and Seth's involvement. Contracts are now under review, sponsors are pulling back, and WWE's legal team is reportedly working overtime to understand how such footage, captured unknowingly by a production assistant's backstage camera, was leaked to the public. Theories abound. Was this an inside job by someone looking to destroy reputations? Was it a calculated political maneuver by a rival talent aiming to dethrone Seth Rollins? Or could it be something more sinister, an act of sabotage during ongoing contract renegotiations with the company's biggest names? The implications stretch far beyond the WWE ring. Becky and Seth are parents to a young daughter, and the emotional toll this scandal could have on their family is enormous. Becky, already under the microscope of millions, must now face endless scrutiny not just of her actions, but her intentions, her loyalty, and her integrity. Seth must cope with the humiliation of public betrayal while continuing to perform at the highest level of a company built on trust, illusion, and spectacle. And then there's Drew McIntyre, the man allegedly at the center of the kiss heard around the wrestling world. Reports claim the shocking moment came at the end of a mixed tag match during a house show in Chicago. After securing the win, Drew reportedly pulled Becky into an embrace and kissed her in the center of the ring while cameras were supposed to have stopped rolling. The audience was stunned, many booing, unsure if what they saw was scripted or real. But what really sent shockwaves was that this wasn't part of any pre-approved storyline. This was Drew going off script, possibly acting on impulse or intent. And that kiss, whether reciprocated, resisted, or simply endured, has now become the most analyzed moment in wrestling history. Social media detectives are dissecting frame by frame, arguing over facial expressions, body language, even blink rates, trying to determine what was real and what was performative. The narrative twists hourly. Some fans insist Becky was caught off guard and tried to pull away. Others argue she seemed complicit, even leaning into the kiss. New rumors suggest she and Drew may have grown close on the European tour circuit where Seth was absent due to injury. The timelines, the photo evidence, the backstage whispers, it all piles into a chaotic mess that's eating the internet alive. Meanwhile, WWE has gone dead silent. No press release, no comment, not even a tweet. That silence is louder than any statement. It signals either crisis control mode or deep-seated confusion as to how to manage a scandal this destructive. With Becky, Seth, and Drew at the center of ongoing storylines, house show promotions, and major PPV marketing, any move the company makes could impact everything from ticket sales to merchandise to network ratings. Internally, the situation is reportedly triggering deep rifts. Locker room politics are heating up, with performers avoiding eye contact, whispering in hallways, and wondering who's next to be exposed. Some insiders believe more footage may surface. WWE security has ramped up their internal investigation, including footage logs, employee access, and production files. Legal experts now suggest that privacy laws may have been violated, contracts breached, and employment threatened. Theories range from sabotage to stalking to espionage by competing entertainment brands. What once felt like a tight-knit wrestling family now feels like a ticking time bomb of betrayal, suspicion, and emotional devastation. And while many fans are gawking at this like it's an episode of Total Divas, the truth is far more painful. These are real people caught in a very public implosion that could alter their lives forever. As more information trickles out, fans are latching onto every theory, every screenshot, every tweet. Hashtags involving Becky, Seth, and Drew have trended globally for days. YouTube is flooded with reaction videos, podcast debates, and breakdowns. But behind the digital wildfire is a love story on the brink, a locker room in ruins, and a company scrambling to stay upright as the walls of trust and professionalism come crashing down. There's no reset button here, no kayfabe escape, no backstage promo that can spin this into a palatable